Okay, everyone, this is a description of how to do the group presentation part of your annotated bibliography and group presentation assignment. Okay, so at this point, you guys all should have your articles. You all should have written those up individually. Now, you as a group need to meet together, which you should already be doing, and come up with a group presentation that ties all those individual articles together in a cohesive presentation. So you need to use some sort of software like PowerPoint, Keynote, Google Slides. You can be totally creative and come up with some sort of a presentation on those articles. Now, there's two different options for those presentations. So what I would prefer and what would most mimic the on-campus experience would be that your group would create and record a screencast of your presentation. So kind of what I'm doing right now. You would create this presentation and then you would narrate it and basically present it to me in that format so I could watch it as a video. And also we're going to post them in our class discussion board so that other people could watch them as well. You can use any type of screen recording software that you can find to create and record that presentation and then submit that final recording for your project. So apparently there is a way you can do that in PowerPoint. I think if you have 2016 or newer, I was able to find something online, like a tutorial on YouTube for how you could do that. Also, there's a similar tool in Keynote if you have a Mac or if somebody in your group has a Mac. There's an explanation there, or you can use any type of recording software like Screencast-O-Matic. There's Jing. All you have to really do is just Google screencasts, and there's a lot of different options and a lot of free options. I don't expect you to pay money or come up with anything like that, but there are different options out there. So get creative. You're welcome to decide how to create that presentation and narrate it as long as group members feel like the division of work is fair. I would love it if multiple group members were able to participate, kind of like you would do in an on-campus presentation where different people would do different parts. But I realize that a lot of you probably aren't in the same location. You're probably not meeting together physically. So if you need to do a recording where you all work together to create the actual presentation and then one person actually narrates it and puts that final video or whatever together, then I also understand that. So let me show you really quick. For example, if you were to use Keynote, a way that you could do this. So I have made this super awesome presentation called Kittens Are Awesome. And in Keynote, I don't think I can make this bigger. Okay, I'm going to have to move this for a second. So in Keynote, what you can do is you can actually record your presentation. So I'm going to show you up here. If we come up to play, you can say record slideshow. So what I can do is press that and it will start recording as soon as I push this red button. So I would go through and record this. So I'm going to make a video within a video. I feel like we're in Inception. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start recording my screencast. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, kittens are so awesome. If I had created a real presentation, I would be telling you about how awesome kittens are right now. I would have an introduction. Then I would go over each of my articles about kitten awesomeness. And then I would have a way to have a conclusion to bring that all together. So look at how awesome this cat is. All sorts of information about cats. Another cute kitten. I'm not sure how they do it, and yet they are so cute. More cute kittens, and then the last kitten, end of show. Okay, I'm going to stop my recording, and then what I can do is I can exit out of this, and I can actually now watch my recording. Okay, kittens are so awesome. If I had created a real presentation, I would be telling you about how awesome kittens are right now, I would have an introduction. Then I would go over each of my articles about kitten awesomeness. Okay, so you probably only caught a portion of that because I have this tiny little screen. But basically you could see that I had recorded that. And then what you can do is you can actually go up. Sorry, I don't have my full screen on here right now. And I can I can share and send a copy, like I can mail that. And if I press mail, it'll say send it through Keynote, PDF, PowerPoint, and actually you can't see it. It says QuickTime. So you could do QuickTime and it would send me a QuickTime video of that. And then I could look at that, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not saying you have to use Keynote. You can use whatever you want. I just was trying to find a tool that would help you guys and come up with a way for you to have that as an option. So I just wanted to show that to you if you have a Mac, because that might be an easy way to do it. But really, I have total faith in you guys. I know that you're probably very tech savvy, so you can come up with a different option that you really like and that works for you. Okay. Option number 2, if you cannot figure out how to do a recorded screencast of your presentation, you may submit your presentation in written format. So just write up your entire script and put it under your presentation in like the presenter notes section. And then that way I can maybe read it and everyone else, when you post it, everyone else can read it as though it's being presented live. It's not as much of like a full presentation, but if that's the best that you can do, you won't be graded down for that. So go ahead and you can kind of pick from those two. So the presentation should not take longer than 15 minutes to either watch or read, and then it should follow this general format. Like I said in the little screencast I made for you, there should be an opening, an organization. So it opens the presentation, provides us a basic description of the topic, helps us to understand, what topic we're going to be introduced to. Then you should present your studies in an interesting way. They should connect logically. Don't just list your studies. That's boring. Nobody just wants to hear a list of studies. Explain to us why they tie together, why they're important. Make it more interesting than that, okay? And then there should be a conclusion explaining why these findings are important to our lives and using examples, okay? So these will be graded on how interesting they are, just basic presentation skills. Does it make sense? Does it flow? And then also there will be a group score at the end of the semester that will be factored into your grades. So just to help make sure that all group members are participating. And if you want to look at the group, sorry, you guys get to see my super awesome kitten presentation somewhere. If you want to look at the group evaluation form, it's here under the additional resources, under the group paper, and you can pull it up and look at that as well. And so you guys will be filling out something like this, and that will be taken into account in your grades. So hopefully that helps you to understand kind of the general concept of what we're doing, kind of walk you through the assignment a little bit better and what we're hoping for, and have fun with these presentations, and hopefully they're fun for you to make and they're fun for us to watch. Thanks, everyone.